Is Goliardic poetry considered high or low art? If you're curious about the status of Goliardic poetry in the art world, you're in the right place. Let's explore what this poetry is all about and where it stands. Goliardic poetry emerged in the 12th and 13th centuries, primarily written by young clergy in Europe. These poets, known as Goliards, were not your typical clergy. They were more like traveling entertainers who composed satirical Latin poetry. One of the key features of Goliardic poetry is its use of classical forms, but with a twist. These poems often parodied other texts and were written in stress-based, rhyming meters, which made them perfect for singing and performing. The themes were quite vivid, focusing on the lusty lifestyle of the vagrants and sharp criticisms of society and the church. Given its satirical and often lighthearted nature, Goliardic poetry doesn't fit neatly into the traditional high art category. High art typically connotes works that are highly refined, serious, and often associated with the elite. In contrast, Goliardic poetry was more about entertainment and social critique, written in a way that was accessible and engaging to a broader audience. The poems were frequently about drinking, love, and the critique of social and religious norms. This makes them more aligned with what we might consider popular or folk art rather than high art. The Goliards themselves were not part of the elite literary circles. Instead, they were more like troubadours, traveling and performing their works for various audiences. Another aspect to consider is the context in which these poems were performed. They were often recited during festivals like the Feast of Fools, which was a time when social norms were temporarily inverted. This festive context further suggests that Goliardic poetry was meant to be enjoyed by a wide range of people, rather than being confined to a select few. In summary, Goliardic poetry is more accurately described as a form of popular or folk art rather than high art. Its focus on satire, entertainment, and social critique, along with its performance in public settings, makes it a unique and engaging part of medieval literary culture.